Is your garden tap leaking? Wasting water? Trouble turning it off? Welcome back to BTP, where I'm a plumber of 15 years and want to walk you through how I would rectify such an issue. But first, and always, we turn the water off. Before we get there, let's notice the lack of love here. One screw, zinc coated. We're going to go gal after this baby. Ain't no way we doing it. Here in the land down under, your water meter is almost always located next to your front garden tap. Twisty, twisty, clockwise, baby, off. Now with the water off and the tap in the on position, we grab two shifters, one to hold against the tap, the other to undo the spindle itself. We want two shifters on this because for many reasons, but one, if we don't have anything on it, we're going to rip it off the post. But two, if this is a thread going inside the wall, we don't know what's on the other side, let's play it safe. We don't want to make more trouble for ourselves today. Undo the spindle, and inside this will be three main components. One being the fiber O-ring right here. The second one being the rubber O-ring inside the spindle itself. When this fails, that's the thing that causes the threads to gunk up. Inside of this model, we can't actually tap and dye the threads. We'll discuss that shortly. But here, when that O-ring fails, the symptom is water from the top. And now the third one, with my handy pointy nose pliers, the washer itself, which is usually 90% of the time the problem, but I always like to reseat inside the tap as well. Great, don't you love that? Let's have a closer look. In circumstances like this, I'll either use an Allen key as it's got a right angle on the end, or I'll get my pointy nose pliers and just rip the dog out. But it usually comes out like this. If it's a really old washer, it'll come out in pieces. There we go, baby. Oh, Mr. BTP, there's a bit going on here. Have a look at the old washer compared to a new one. Destroyed, baby. You can see that indentation around that circle where the seat hits. But let's focus on one thing at a time. I know there's a lot going on right here, but right now, let's service this spindle as we can. Now, this rubber O-ring has to go. I always get my pointy nose pliers, but oh, that's how old it is. It just snaps. What I like to do before I even put anything new on is give it a little bit of a clean up. You know how we feel, baby? That BTP love. And then I will chuck a brand new O-ring onto it. And from here, I will then grab my tap lube, chuck some on there, quite a liberal amount. You know, this is the thing that protects the O-ring. And then what I do from here is I try and pack the internals of the thread. These threads are still good, and we're going to touch on this in a moment. But if the threads aren't good and it's difficult to turn, you can't tap and dye these threads. You just got to replace it with a brand new unit, but we'll get there. Right now, regrease the O-ring, put it all the way in. Here we are. Love it. And then from here, we've got our old fiber O-ring, which is the thing that seals the thread of the spindle to the spindle body. We replace that every single time, mandatory, has to. And then from here, we take a washer. And I'm not using any of these brass ones today because I prefer the cheapest budget washer you can find in my cold side. The density of this rubber way outlasts anything of the supple premium brands. Tech tip for you, baby. The washer inside the spindle, we have one more step. We use this bad boy. It's a reseater. You can get two types of reseaters, one with hand and one that goes in your drill. Don't even bother with the hand one, ain't even worth it. Even for a home hobbyist, you need a drill and this. You'll be there for hours. See this surface? Right now it's dark surface inside here. This is the indentation from the washer. This is the thing it seals on. With this reseater, it sits on and goes inside. With my drill on the end, it spins around and reseats the condition of that. Handyman miss this all the time. You replace the washer and then have to call a plumber back later. Thanks, Mrs. Jones, for getting a handyman in the first place. But a plumber knows every single time to reseat this because this also could be the problem. If you replace the washer, you might not even be effectively addressing the issue. Now, with the washer replaced, the fiber O-ring, new O-ring in the inside, plus re-greasing and resurfaced, this is effectively a brand new tap again. We're going to put the spindle in, do it all the way up, and just undo the process that we sort of did in the first place. You know, hold two shifters in, do it up. This is taking some sweet ass time. There we go. And I always like to turn the tap off, and then we'll go to the meter and turn it back on. And hopefully no water explosions. Hard work's done. Did it work? Ooh, yes, it did. Plumbing done right. Now, given that this tap wasn't leaking from the top of the spindle and having water pass through the threads, it wasn't corroded, it was redeemable. But this style tap, you can't tap and dye. When you encounter troublesome threads that are really difficult to turn off, you know Mrs. Jones can't do it with her arthritis, or ain't nobody want to bust their hands up trying to turn the tap on and off, you need to replace the full unit. And now let's break this down a little bit. here's some plumber inside knowledge for you. This is a tap and die set. This is how we correct the threads of a normal spindle when it's accessible. This is your standard wall tap. Once it comes apart, because they are, you can expose these threads here. We tap and die them to clean them up. When the water gets past the O-ring and works its way up and then leaks out at the top of the handle right here, all these threads have been compromised, which leads to really difficult turning on and off. You can't service these items. Look, you can't get to the threads at all. But also notice, Mr. BTP, these are all the same, but looking a little bit different. This is a stock standard tap. This is the BTP Love. These things don't come greased from factory because tight-ass manufacturers. And look at that. You know, not all plastic washers are built the same. Ain't no way, baby. I use, budget ones, but proper budget ones. These are crap. It's a stitch up and a half. Ain't nobody want that. So every time I buy a new tap, I also service it properly before I come on site. Congratulations, you've now rectified that annoying garden tap and learnt a few extras along the way, I hope. Here at BTP, I love explaining stuff like this. If I'm honest, most clients usher me out of the house because I talk about plumbing. So now to have a platform where people actually sort of care about plumbing, I love it. So thank you so very much for participating. And if you really enjoyed this and found value, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. You got no idea how much it means to the content creator and how much it builds the platform. I ain't going anywhere, so you're going to get used to seeing my face, baby. BTP loves ya.